Hello, welcome to your second day working on 7.4. Today we're going to talk about radians. Radians are essentially just a different way to measure angles. You can convert from degrees to radians or from radians to degrees, and that's what this video is going to be about. Before you move on to your homework, I would take a picture of this slide. Really, you'll need this formula. If you take a picture, then you won't have to flip back and forth between one tab and another, but that's just sort of my advice. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, our first example, it says convert the angles below from degrees to radians. That first formula is your degrees to radians formula, so we're just going to follow that. To do that, we're going to take our degrees and multiply it by pi over 180. So I am going to do 60 times pi over 180. When I do this, I like to multiply straight across. There's like a sneaky little 1 in front of your pi, so really I have 60 pi divided by 180, which is great, but I need to simplify it a little bit more. So I'm looking for a number I can divide 60 and 180 by. I want the biggest number because it'll make my life like the easiest. I only have to do one step. But if you look at that and you're like, oh, I know I can divide 60 by 10 and 180 by 10, and then you realize that after you simplify that, you can divide it more, that's fine too. But when I look at that, I know I can divide 60 by 60. I know I can divide 180 by 60. When I do 60 divided by 60, I get pi. When I do 180 divided by 60, I get 3. So my final answer for this would be pi over 3. You could also write this as like 1 pi or 1/3 pi. That says the same thing, but really you'll see it like pi over 3. That is sort of the like more accepted way to write it. Remember when I was choosing 60, I was just looking for a number I could divide 60 and 180 evenly by. I wanted the biggest number, but like I said before, if you did 60 divided by 180 and you said, oh, I know 10 goes into both of them, and you got 6 over 18, then you also need to say, okay, can I divide 6 and 18 by a number, like a different number? Yeah, you could divide them both by 6, and that would get you your 1 over 3. All right, your next one, 270. So we have 270. We're going to multiply it by pi over 180. When I do that, we get 270 pi over 180. And I'm looking for, again, a number I can divide 270 and 180 by. Well, I look at 27 and 18, and I know 9 goes into both of them. I also know I have 270 and 180, so really I'm going to divide them both by 90. 270 divided by 90 would give me 3 pi. 180 divided by 90 would give me 2. So my final answer would be 3 pi over 2. All right, and my last one. We have negative 300 degrees. We're going to do negative 300 and then multiplied by pi over 180 again. When we do that, we'd get negative 300 pi divided by negative 180. Now, I don't really know off the top of my head what exactly goes into negative 300 and negative 180. Oh, excuse me, your 180 should not be negative. It was just 180 to begin with. But I do know that I can divide both of those numbers by 30. So let's do divided by 30. Divided by 30. When I do that, negative 300 divided by 30 is negative 10 pi. 18 divided by 30 is going to be, or 180 divided by 30 would be 6. So then I want to say, okay, can I divide negative 10 and 6 by a number? Well, I know I can divide those both by 2. So if I divide by 2, I divide by 2, we get negative 5 pi over 6 divided by 2 gives you 3. All right. So my final answer would be negative 5 pi over 3. really the key here today is just like knowing how to simplify those fractions. If you have questions about that or you need help, please just let me know, or your other teacher, but you're looking for numbers that you can put into your two numbers evenly. It's kind of one of those things that if you don't know, like, guess and check. And with numbers this big, like, guess big. Like, I would do, all right, what's negative 30 divided by 180? Does that work? No? Okay. I know I can divide 180 by 90, so does negative 30 divided by 90 work? Or, go small, 30 goes in there, and just see if you can simplify again along the way. All right, so let's look at your next example. This one we're going from radians to degrees. So to do that, you're going to do your radians times 180 over pi. So it's a similar formula. Just take whatever you start with, multiply by 180 over pi. So in our case, we have 11 pi over 6. We're going to do times 180 over pi. When you do this, you can multiply straight across. You can do 11 times 180. I get 1,980 pi, don't forget the pi, and then times 6 pi, or divided by 6 pi. Now notice right now we have a pi on the top and a pi on the bottom, so those cancel out. I have no idea what 1,980 divided by 6 is, so I'm going to type that into my calculator. And that gives me a nice even number, so we get 330 degrees as our final answer. And then you're good to go. That's all you have to do. For my next one, we have negative 5 pi over 3. So again, I'm going to take whatever I start with. I'm going to multiply it by 180 divided by pi. Negative 5 times 180 gives me negative 900. And then don't forget that pi divided by 3 pi. Again, at this point, our pi's cancel because we have one on top and one on the bottom. You're going to do 900, negative 900, divided by 3, and you get negative 300 as your final answer. All right, so that is how you convert from degrees to radians and radians to degrees. If you have any questions or you need any help, don't hesitate to ask your teacher. Thanks for watching.